What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about why narcissists like to buy your friendship and what it means when they are always trying to get you to take them up on an offer, or they're just always offering you stuff. A lot of times when narcissists do this, it's like they're trying to, by doing this, they're trying to define you. And I hope this makes sense, by the end of the video. Hopefully, it makes sense to y'all. But I noticed that, and this does happen in the workplace. Now, not at my regular workplace. I'll be somewhere else. This week I work somewhere else. And next week I'll be working in a different workplace. That's why I say narcissists are everywhere. You cannot run from them, because they're everywhere. It's like no matter where you go, it's going to always have that type of person in the workplace. And I noticed that they like to keep up it's the type that try to keep up a lot of drama. And sometimes I don't really know what to label them, because I don't want to be the type that mislabels people and call everyone a narcissist. But one thing I do notice about them is that they all have this thing about them where they buy friendship. They love to offer you things. But the thing to look out for, which is a huge red sign, of a narcissistic injury, is when you turn them down. And I get this all the time. When you turn a narcissist away, that's an injury, because it's a rejection, and then they have to find someplace else to go. And when there's not many options in that moment, it's like that puts them in a difficult position, because now they have to deal with what they have, and it's very limited. So when you don't give the narcissist the supply that they need, it makes them, it just really makes them, it puts them in a mindset to where, okay, so of course they're going to try to destroy you. But before they destroy you, they want to punish you. And this punishment can go as, let's see, it's just like, I want to explain it without really getting into full detail, because I'm new at this place and, you never know who's watching. But I'm going to just go ahead on and say it. Okay, so I'm in a lead position at this place where I'm at, because, of course, for what I'm training in now, it helps me more to go ahead and take the position as a lead, even though I'm still training, but I'm kind of training myself. So there are two people who work under me, and I like both of them. I like working with both of them, but it's like one of them is constantly pining for my attention. They're always causing drama. They're always offering me things, and they let me know I'm offering it to you. I'm not offering it to her. And I don't like that kind of stuff, because I'm like, why are you telling me this? First of all, why are you always bringing me things? What is that all about? Why is it always this way when we are around each other? It's like you are planning to bring me something, but you've already decided that you're not going to offer somebody else because they turn you down. They turn you down for different reasons. That's outside of their diet. It's against their religion to eat certain things. But you get mad about stuff like that. Narcissists have a hard time respecting your opinion, and respecting the fact that you do have a choice to accept something or not to accept it. And I noticed, like, okay, it's been 4 days now. I noticed that this narcissist is starting to get frustrated at the fact that I'm turning you down for stuff, just like the other narc, just like the covert psycho down the street who I work with. I'm just starting to notice the same behavior pattern. It's like, I turned you down, and I'm probably going to turn you down again tomorrow. It's okay. You don't have to offer me things. I got it. And I don't need you to help me do some work. Sometimes I like to be in my own little world and work by myself, because I enjoy I can tolerate my own energy, and I don't have to absorb all this negative energy, toxic energy, and all of this drama and mess and just stuff I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it, and I'm not wrong for feeling that way. And trust me, I want to socialize with people in the workplace. It makes the day go by smoothly, but not when it's always about drama, not when it's always about mess, and not when it's always about how you are planning to punish someone, but at the same time, you're rewarding me. And what are you rewarding me for? What am I doing to make you want to constantly offer? And it's just like, I get this all the time anywhere I work. People are always, and I'm not like complaining that people are being nice to me. It's just like, you just know when there's something behind it. It's like you just know. You just know. And that's why I say the devil, the devil is the devil all the time. And that spirit, it is everywhere. And I recognize that false giving spirit all the time, because how are you so, how are you so kind hearted to me and so giving and so considerate and compassionate to me? There's no empathy though. It's just to me. Because when I'm speaking on something to this person, like with the Gorilla Glue girl, she got a lot of backlash. I'm not one to, down her for what she did. In my heart, I truly believe that it was an honest mistake. And I have compassion for her situation. I feel bad for her. My heart goes out to her. I can understand how stressful she got the glue removed. Now she had a 4-hour surgery earlier. I can understand the stress behind her going through that. Like, I can really sympathize with her on it. That's true empathy. It's feeling what someone else feels. That's how I know that everything this person does is false. It's just an image you're trying to portray. Like, you don't have to do as I do or try to be me, because I'm me and this is just how I am, and I'm gonna be this way all the time no matter where I go. This is not a gimmick. So I can tell that what you're doing is fake, because I recognize it, and I know that you don't have a soft spot in your heart for people. You have your picks and chooses, for the simple fact that they turn you down. So if you turn me down, then I hate you, or you just evil. You're treating me wrong. Like you're mistreating me because I'm being nice to you and you're not accepting my kindness. It's like, where's the logic in that? But as for me, do you feel the same way? Because I turned you down for all of it. So do you hate me now? It's like, it's just a matter of time before the mask slips and the true character shows itself, and, let you know who this person really is. Because although I have a pretty good idea that you're just a very cold-hearted individual trying to pass off as someone who's good people, who's very free-hearted. I like to give. I like to do this. I like to help. I love togetherness. But it's like you have your picks and chooses. Like you're discriminating on a simple fact that these people you can't get supply from. But you see me, or you see someone who keeps up with themselves, who pretty clean cut, pretty neat, stuff like that. And they have things in order. And they, like, I'm not just about me, like people who are smooth and, they just have something about their character that you just, like it's a whole vibe. And so you want a part of that. You want to always be around it. It's just like, it's just another source of supply for them. And that's why I say this whole thing with buying friendship, it's not really about your friendship. Because why do they want to be friends with someone who, like, I'm not the type of person that just want to make random friends. I just go around looking for people to become friends with. That's never been who I am. I've never been that person. It's just like I just let things just, if it comes, like the new me. I'm not talking about the old me who I had high expectations of people and I've been let down a lot, which was my own fault, mostly my own fault, because, I just didn't have the self-awareness that I do now. So now the new me, I'm good being alone. I enjoy my own company, and it's just something that I don't look for in people. It's friendship. I just don't. I deal with you for the moment. And if we work together, I consider you my coworker, colleague, or whatever, and I leave it there. And very few people, like I could name just a handful of people who I can consider being a friend outside of work. But being that I work a lot and I'm around a lot of people at work, I'm just not gonna, call people my friend just because we can laugh and talk together at work, or maybe hold a few conversations outside of work. Because I don't define friendship by what it is that you can do for me, materialistically, or, what I can get out of you as far as, money, or treat me to lunch and stuff like that. Like, that's not friendship to me. If we can't get deep on each other's brains and go into a deep conversation about a whole lot of other things, then I really don't have a need to really want to pursue anything with you, because it's just a lot of wasted time. And I'm not gonna, we just have to be very selective who we choose to spend our time with, and be careful who we're gonna label as a friend. We have to know how to separate the friend from the associate, the co-worker, and stuff like that, because everybody is not your friend. A friend is someone who's going to correct you, even if it hurts your feelings. That's what I consider a friend. And, the same in return. It's no double standard type of situation going on. And a friend, it's like I'm not expecting people to be exactly like me. Everybody have their own personality. But I don't want my friends to be the type who express a lot of hatred for people. Like you're creating hatred. And there's no need to be that way. You're just deciding that you want to hate someone. Like I can't call someone like that my friend because I can't be around that type of energy. It just drains me. It does something to me and it doesn't feel good. I want to be with people who are pretty much like myself. Not saying exactly like me, because of course, the narcissists, they mimic you enough. So you don't want anyone to be just like you. You want people to just be themselves. But be open-minded and don't be so quick to judge someone based on what you can't get from them. Because it's like, I'm going to be the same way the other person is. I'm going to come here, we're going to work together, and I may not want to sit with you at lunch. We don't always have to sit together. It doesn't always have to be this togetherness. And who I am is who I am. This is not a gimmick. I'm this way, when I wake up in the morning before I go to sleep at night. So you don't have to try to impress me, because you're wasting your time if you think materialistic things impress me, because it don't. It really don't. And that's just something that we have to let the narcissist know, is that you don't have to offer me stuff. You're wasting your time. And even though that creates an injury and it's going to anger them, it's just something that they need to know. And, that'll further, determine whether this is somebody you want to choose to continue dealing with. I wouldn't want to keep dealing with someone who is quick to anger because they can't have their way. You didn't give them the answer that they were looking for. They're always picking an argument with someone to prove to you that the person is bad. And I'm like, I don't need you to make this person out to look a certain way, because there are going to be things that I like about certain people and certain things that I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna like about them, but I'm not gonna hate them either. And certain arcs, they want you to hate someone so that they can absorb all of the supply from you. So if you are on the same level as them and you thinking with the same mindset as them, then they feel like, okay, well, we're powerful together and we could take someone down. Like, who wants to live that way? Because I know I don't, And like I say, when I had that nervous breakdown a few years ago, even though I wouldn't wish that on my enemy, I wouldn't wish it on the enemy, but I don't want to wish it on the enemy. But if it happens, hey, you trying to destroy me, but I don't think that's something you can handle. Not only it made me stronger, it made me more aware of just my life and just people in general and just everything that's going on around us spiritually. But it also made me strong. Out of all things, it made me stronger. Being in a place to where you have no control over your thoughts is one of the most scariest things you can experience. That's one of the most frightening things that has ever happened to me. It's not being able to control my thoughts and not being able to control my movements. Those are the two things that happens when you have a mental breakdown or a nervous breakdown. And when that happened to me, it's like I went through stages of going through different things before I became more aware in who I am today, before I became woke to see all these things. And God blessed me with that discernment to see things for what it really is, and that is the truth. It's the truth all the way around the world. Doesn't matter where you are, it's still the truth on any given day, and can nobody take that away from me. I mean, you can get mad because you can't fool me, but you can't take that truth away from me, and I choose to live in truth. And with knowing the truth, it's just like I'm noticing now that more and more people they're moving away from me, and that's fine. That's a good thing. I love it. Like I say, it's a wonderful thing to be where I'm at now. Like, I'm okay not having to deal with so many different people anymore, because they weren't right for me anyway. And where I am now in life, I don't need that. I don't need it, and I don't want it. I know I'm going to lose a lot of who I used to call friends. I know I'm going to lose associates. That's okay. That's small things to me. And I'm just checking people off the list. Like, the list is getting longer and longer. And I'm good with it, because at the end of the day, I'm at peace with knowing that, I know what's best for me now. And that's just something that you have to think about as far as who you're deciding to be in your life, like who you want to claim as a friend. Just, we have to be careful when we choose to label people, because people are out with their own, they're out to get you. They have their own secret agenda, and you're on that list. And it's just going to come a time, when they're going to show you that ugly side of them that you never thought that you would see, and I know that that time is coming. Someone who I was very much acquainted with and talked to on a daily basis, it's not like that anymore. And I had made that decision. I made that decision about a month or so ago. And, I had to talk to God about it and ask the Lord, is it right? Is it okay? Show me, am I doing this the right way to just cut someone off without warning? Because I don't want to hurt anyone. But then it's like I kept giving them chance after chance after chance to stop doing something that I asked them not to do. And when I'm telling you that I got zero tolerance for a lot of stuff now, I mean it. And I don't care who you are. You could be my own child. If I feel like I have to cut you off, if God say the same, I'm going to cut you off, because certain things I choose not to deal with. That is not good for my mental health, for my spiritual health and growth. I'm just not going to deal with certain things. I'm going to give you my love, and I'm going to love you from a distance. I'm going to let you know, why I feel that I needed to make that decision. Now, I don't think I'm going to ever cut my kids off, because like I say, we have a really close bond. I love my kids to death. They love me. That's not even a thought. But as far as this person that I'm speaking of, we don't talk. I decided to just cut it off. And that's how I did it. Just cold turkey. I just cut off. Now, we still work together, but I'm noticing, like, this person, I'm noticing how my no contact or very low contact is really disrupting, their daily routine at work, how they're distracted. They're not as affected as they used to be, because I was giving them supply to go on, and now they don't have that fuel anymore. They're not getting something from me. They're feeling a void. I can see it in them, and it's making them angry and frustrated. So now the tone towards me is a lot of bitterness. They express a lot of bitterness. I don't care. I can deal with it. I don't care. And a lot of criticism. Now they're trying to devalue me, like, maybe you weren't maybe you weren't a good pick for the position because you got a lot of learning to do. This is not going to be easy, And I just shake it off. I laugh at it because I know where it's really coming from. But, 2 months ago, you was like my biggest cheerleader. You was a huge supporter as long as I'm giving you supply. Now that I've taken something very valuable away from you, something that you can really use to pretend like you're someone you're not, I'm taking my personality back from you. Oh, now you hate me now, and I'm not good for it, So that's just something I wanted to speak on. I know I kind of got off the subject with the whole narcs buying friendship thing, but, don't ever feel like you have to always accept things from people, because they could be buying your friendship, especially when they're kind of pushy with it and they're damn near begging you to take things. Like, it's not that serious. So why are you really doing this? It makes you start to question them and question the whole agenda behind it, because it could be an agenda behind it, and we just don't need those type of people around us. So just something to think about. I hope y'all enjoying these long videos, because I'm about to start cutting them back short again. A lot of times when I do the car videos, I always end up talking longer than I plan on. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. This video is at 24 minutes. I'm gonna probably do the end shot and cut it down a little bit so that my upload can be a little quicker, because I think it took almost like 2 hours last night for the video to upload, and I left it at the 20 minutes. I wanted to cut it down. Right now, we're almost at 25 minutes on the mark, so I'm probably gonna cut it down with the end shot edit. Again, thank y'all for watching. I might talk to y'all on tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably be back with another one on tomorrow, and I'll see you then.